Well, trendsetters, here we are again. Mark the face in front of the camera. I've got earplugs in, hopefully you can hear me. But I'm on my little Harley, the 1200. She pulls alright. Got some camping gear, a couple of fuel bladders, a trusty helmet. Oh, and you're gonna love this. We're in a fuel crisis. Just come through Kojonup. They've run out of 98, and the 91 was hit and miss, so we might be pushing home yet. Anyway, I'm heading to Broomehill for the Power Highway. It's all about tractors on the side of the road, and in between Koji and Broomehill, what do I come across? Something you can tow behind the tractors that we're going to see. So I thought I'd take a shot of this. Over and out. So we're in Broomehill. Found some tractors here in town. I've also heard on the fuel crisis that Naranggarup don't have fuel, and I've heard that Katanning has 3 servos that are extremely low and one's run out. Might be fun. This one has a bulldozer blade on the front. It's a major. We've got a McCormick. A couple of McCormicks here. Oh no, Massey Harris is the third one. Dozer over here. Probably a Caterpillar, I dare say. What's this contraption on the back here? Something they used to tow. Got this cable drum on the back here too. Just probably ran cable out. Someone's portable house. Homemade, does the trick. A couple of combines, seeders, harvester, versatile. Different to what I used to use. A couple other harvesters, or Bedford truck. Just a couple of little things here. Potato seeder that was back there. Oh, wagon cart. The start of the Power Highway at Broomehill, 5k South Broomehill. This is a Chamberlain Champion tractor, 4-cylinder diesel. Original plough. Original plough is from the Glenarari estate, established 1918. The Bleak family on permanent loan. Another Chamberlain tractor, memory of Paul, young cyclist. Sounds like he died, poor bugger, young age. In the back of it, cut my teeth driving these things when I was a kid on the farm. So, it's the right colour for the Chamberlain, but I don't think it is. Very similar. Cab, bonnet, fuel pumps alongside the motor would be a Chamberlain. This one has 3-point linkage as well. Also towing some rips, tines, whatever. Swing plough, I think you'll call it, swing plough. That's what they used back in the day. Here we have a case, oil bath air cleaner, steel spike wheels. Now you got to stand, young fella, and check the oil level in the case also. In the rear diff, it must leak a bit. Not bad, this old girl. Look at that donk, eh? Right, there's your crank there. Yeah, she's a long stroker. Yeah, you got a bit of a fair bit of stroke on this one. Anyway, not bad seeing these old girls, eh? Show you where I'm standing in a parking bay. Bit of wheat belt. There's the Iron Horse, the Harley. There you go. Got 2 horsepower side by side. One for towing, one for speed. Yeah, one for making you happy, one for fucking depressing you. The bronzy don't depress you, that makes you happy. I love seeing these old tractors. Another one out here. Oh, bench seat. I'd say that'd be the Chamberlain bench seat. Bench seat. Normally had a cab when they had a bench seat, and you hopped on from the left hand side door. Although our loader had a bench seat, that was an open cab. Probably another 4-cylinder. Should be able to see it on there. Fuck walking out there for something to do. Looking for a new spicer tractor. Bit of wheat belt. They grow a lot of canola out here. So here's a little bulldozer towing another blade plough, swing plough. There's a little tiny thing. With a little 4-cylinder, probably only 45 horsepower, but she would have gone like a shower of shit. She would have pulled like a trooper, this little girl. Another case. Been around donkey's years, these things. Full drive tyres on it, not tractor tyres. This one's called Dudley. He has a name. Oh, there's one. Some metal sheep. Like the metal tractor and the metal Harley, not plastic crap. McCormick Deering, missing the head. Oh, missing one of the things, missing a piston too. I see the crank in there on the front of the engine. Got one side plate missing. Fuel tank. Exhaust is a bit shit. We've got a bit of work to get this puppy going. I think we've got our teeth cut out today. Well, I'm a diesel apprentice, so this is right up my alley to see if I can get this puppy going, eh? Need some bloody parts. Got to see if it cranks over first. I think it'll be hydro lock though, to be honest. We might have chewed off a bit more than we can handle for one day. Might be a couple of week project. Water pumps on the piss too, if you notice. We definitely got a bit to chew on here, haven't we? Anyway, at least it's an old crank handle. We'll be able to have it up and running in no time. Wind some tyres, should be good to go. Finally, the 6-cylinder Countryman 6. I drove one of these too when I was young, back when I was a kid. The 4-cylinder Perks literally had more horsepower than the 6-cylinder, believe it or not. Meat ants up there. Another 6-cylinder Perkins. Not too sure on the make of this tractor. Funny, a lot of 600 Perkins had the rotary fuel pump up and down. This one's got the rotary lying down. You can see you can put a belt drive in this puppy too. Let's run something out the front there if you want. Chuck it in neutral, motor's running. Run something off the front, like a sawmill, whatever you want. Little spring seat. Oh, these were good seats. Steering wheel to the side, because they thought everyone's right-handed. Not like me, I used to steer my left hand all day long. Original homestead. These were built good back in the day. This site was the first meeting place of the Nungarup Baptist Church Fellowship. Really? You don't want to know my church story, do you? Leave it at that, ain't. Bit strange. First thought this thing might have had a Fiat engine in it, but it resembles a lot of a Perkins engine. Bit strange. Really old one though. It's got a generator. Just reminds me slightly of a Fiat though. Not too sure. Well, what do we have here? A David Brown Cropmaster. Any guesses? How many cylinders? What does it run on? Well, 4-cylinder petrol. 2 tanks, probably Kero back in its day. 3-point linkage. Yep, would have been Kero. Start on petrol, flicker over to Kero. All that dizzy, what a work of art. Least we forget. Mate, ploughed a toe behind the Cropmaster. A grader. Bonnet opens up sideways, all bar fair cleaner. Looks like a 4-cylinder again. Yeah, 4-cylinder diesel. See the side plate on the motor? A lot similar to a Holden motor. The side plate. Three-point linkage. Big old steam train. Steam tractor. Wonder what horsepower. Got the firebox in the back. The counterweight in front. The Chamberlain 9G 4-cylinder diesel. Actually came out factory fitted with, read this, with factory 3-point linkage, which is super rare. You can't order them from the factory. And the dash of the 9G Chamberlain. Siding crane. They used to use these for loading trains. Loading trains, unloading trains, but the main reason they had these for. This is more likely relocated here. Especially as you see that stone there. Would have been pure concrete. Another tractor here full of graffiti everywhere, but it doesn't matter. It gives it what you might call it art. This tractor's called Oliver. Obviously manufacture something Oliver. Heat on. That's a carburetor. Heat on. Must have been petrol. There's a fuel bowl under the fuel tank. So I'm assuming she's a 4-cylinder. And there you go. Don't need 3 guesses for that one. Old generator. Spin on oil filter. Had a crank counter and a starter. Tractor's called it Oliver. Swivel seat. Wow. Now you can spin around and watch the movies. Unreal. Swinging drawbar. A lot of early tractors didn't have them. They're handy for when you're ploughs a toe offset. Bit of countryside. Stirling Ranges, Pronger ups are down there. That's where we're heading down there. So the story is, your bike does about 200k to the tank. I got half a tank left. Going to Narangrup, they had 98 octane unleaded. So full tank again, happy days. Over and out, trendsetters. Well, this is for the Philippine people back in whatever year it was. Not really a tractor, but did you read the number plate? It's a truck of some sort, obviously imported. We don't make this stuff here. Go inside, Durham Up community, Cast Tech Group, John up top. I don't know. Yeah, don't really know the make of the. So it's a V10 supercharged, 633.5 cubic inch. We know. Okay, oh, so it's a 6.3 litre. Look at that bench seat. There's your gears. Engine start, max horsepower, vroom vroom. Well, I can tell you. So it's a 4-cylinder petrol. And supercharged. Keep dreaming. Keep dreaming. Anyway, reads good. Best landmark sculpture. Da King of Da Road. I used to have Da Beast on my V8 Cruiser. Da Beast. Yeah, funny that, eh? Well, it's got plenty of ponies. Got one here, got two on the bonnet, another pony on the other fender. Got plenty of ponies. Love the number plate. I love. Where the fuck I just come from? Narangrup. I love Narangrup. Really. I don't know about that, but Philippine people used to. Mad Max. Another case. A lot newer case. 1190. I drove a couple of cases once. Front wheel assist 4 drive. How wicked, eh? Don't have to go to New South Wales Silverstone. Here we go, some artwork. This little tractor spins you out, eh? Spun me out when I saw this. So when you people come down from, as apparently you got to look at the camera and bullshit before people like your bullshit video. That's why no one likes my video. You don't get to see this ugly mug. When you get to the Philippine truck back there, keep heading south. Don't stay on the main road and head east. You got to head south to continue this track, all right? If you didn't do your research before. So this little girl is called Lucinda. Lucinda sounds sexy as, doesn't it, eh? Sounds sexy, Lucinda. Never heard that name. Never met a chick called Lucinda. I bet she's so fucking hot. She must be as hot as candy. Eh? What's this little 24 cylinder? Yep, she's a petrol. Look, that's look the gearbox coming back to the diff. Oh look, you can run a belt off this to run a sawmill or whatever you want. A little sawmill pen. Fuck, I forgot what those drives are. Yeah, completely forgot what those drives are. Up and down. It's just cogs. One cog goes forward, one goes backwards. That's what it is. I forgot what they were called. I'm only a dumb fuck apprentice, so I'm not meant to know much. Is that starter motor like a firing pistol? Look at this. What's this? Looks a bit like a hammer. To what? Your lever back here. When you pull that and it goes bang. Brum, 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 brum. Oil pressure gauge. All that dizzy, eh? Your water temp gauge up here. Geez, that bloke's got good eyes, eh? Eh? I reckon this tractor's a little sexy, eh? Yeah, look, this is funny, eh? Look at your 3 fucking pedals. Your clutch and your left and right turn and brake. That's funny how they're all sitting there. Eh? That's incredible. I've got to get a picture of this somehow. Hand throttle, clutch, Left brake, right brake, steering wheel, temp gauge, water gauge. Oh yeah, I can see if it's in the green or the red. Oil pressure, main gearbox, brum, brum, ready, starter, boom, brum, 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 brum. Another gauge, amp gauge. This must be turning the motor off. Yeah, fucking ducks nuts. Fordson Major. Now we're getting into a bit of a differently. Looks like she might be a 6. Find out. Love how they used to use B-size belts back then. PDA. Where's the PDA colour? Where's the guard? Is this the clutch on the right, brake pedals on the left? Okay. Gear, 1, 2. Yes. 1, 2. No, just a 4-banger. Just a 4-banger. Pretty awesome, eh? Another Chamberlain Countryman 4-cylinder diesel. A lot of these 4-cylinders. The 4-cylinders were very popular. Had more go than the 6s. Don't know about actually pulling power on a big load, but the 4-cylinders I drove were way better than 6s. So this one you climbed up the back, got a PDA shroud hydraulics in there. These are the common ones. Mudguard for your elbow. They had, some of these had power steering assist, which was piss ant shit. Gauges. These old girls, you start them on a key, pull the stop button out to shut them off from the fuel pump. You didn't have to turn the key off. They just start charging when the motor's running, and then when you pull the stopper out, they just turn the motor off and stop charging. No flat batteries. Beautiful piece of engineering or whatever in the charging system. Countryman 4 out here in the wheat belt. Pronger up, still in ranges, getting closer. Hey, second time this girl's been down here, the Harley. Been down here once before on this bike. Out the wheat belt, last year's crop. Beautiful weather. Massey Harris 55 diesel. Cartoon character. Can't remember who it's meant to. Had hydraulic clutch anyway. Video, spring seat. Whoa! Shagging seat. Get your misso up there with you. Yeah. Or your girlfriend. Whichever. Don't tell the misso. This chain attachment on the side, I did look at it last time, trying to work out exactly what it's for. She's a 6-banger, this 6-banger. I reckon it's a water pump or oil pump. Comes out, see, comes outside the gearbox. To drive stuff, you could probably drive a belt off it like a sawmill once. Good to see you applied the park brake, so it doesn't roll away. Yep, probably water pump. Look at this. Don't put your hand on that puppy once she's spinning. Would have been a cover over that. Back in this day there probably wasn't. A few of these tractors around, eh? Massey Harris. Can't remember the cartoon. Can't remember now. Anyway, who this one is. Your bog mate. How about I get the Massey Harris over there to tow you out? Geez, I reckon the Harley would be able to tow you out. It's not really bogged. All they've done is let the back tyres down. This thing would drive out of there 2 seconds flat. Nice paint job. Oh, Ford or Fordson? Ford. He left the key in it. Bring a battery. The wooden box. Kids used to, oh, it's a speaker box. Kids probably used to drive it. Oh, that's for the radio, and it fell down. The drawbar down in the ground. Yeah, there's the rims down. Fuel tank on the back. A lot of Chamberlains had that, fuel tank on the back. The Ford bogged. Lucky they didn't call it Toyota. Fucking getting a bit warm now. It was pretty cold this morning. Cool weather. Now I'm starting to warm up with my thick jacket on. Beautiful sunshine. Look down there, the beautiful hills. Magic. Now here's a classic. Someone really had some thinking. Let's make a fire tractor instead of a fire truck. McCormick International Diesel. Well, at least in this day, the only four-drive truck would have been an army truck. Australia didn't have many four-drive trucks, so if you wanted to fight a fire, this would have been the way to go. But the ladder, got no steering. Ladder's on it. It's only there for show. Bushfire Service WA. But yeah, you can put a trailer behind this and tow it through boggy sand. No trouble at all. You could have even had a PDO pump running off it. Got reverse light, hydraulic. Go up the side there. Geez, you gotta spread your legs wide for the clutch and brakes in this puppy, don't you? Yeah. What a classic. Good to see this stuff, eh? Anyway, if you clowns find it boring, well, you already would have fucking changed channel. But if you really want to look at these tractors, get the hell out of here and have a look at them. I think it's worth a drive just to do something on a Saturday or Sunday. You can do this in a day trip if you really want to. It'll be a big day though. I'm planning to camp tonight over here somewhere in the scrub. You know, go for a ride, go for a drive. You know, or you can stay at home and be a couch potato and be depressed like I always am. Come out and do this shit. Over and out, trendsetters. This puppy, McCormick, with a cedar behind it. Incredible. You know, these tractors used to go when they parked them up. They just got newer, better technology. That's all. They still ran. Someone probably chuffed a bit more smoke than they should, but most of these would have run. Be good to see some of these up and running one day. Yeah. Anyway. Alice Chalmers. Seen these around up in the wheat belt too, back in my day. Got a barbed wire fence here, so don't want to hook my pants up. Not the price of these fucking things. Anyway, Alice Chalmers, yeah. They used to be quite popular once. Not a bad old tractor. Sitting on top of a bank, sheep down there, got a dam here, probably full of juggies. They normally are. Down the farmland. Something to look at. Yeah. What is a tractor? Modified into a skier. Yeah, a little little tiny six banger. Would have been very big horsepower. Little 26. Petrol. There you go. Hang on. No. All the ports are on that side of the engine. Let's go back and have another look. Then it must be a 4-cylinder. Yep, 4-cylinder. There you go. 4-cylinder. 4-cylinder petrol, this little girl. Yeah. We're only 17 to bluff knoll Stirling range. I'm pretty sure this is the last one. There might be one more. I'm not sure. I'll keep going anyway, but I'm pretty sure this is the last one. Over and out, trendsetters.